So here's my closet of merch.
In case it's not obvious,
First off, we have the 1989 crew neck.
Stephanie Nemec is a big Taylor Swift fan.
My favorite Reputation merch. This is a poster that my brother's fiance made for me for my birthday. Another Eras Tour shirt, a super special poster with all the dates and locations on the back.
Like, very big.
So this is just a small portion of my collection. I have a lot more at home. I just moved here a month ago, so not that much, but more will be coming.
The 21-year-old investment banking and data science analyst has gone to 17 Swift shows during the Eras Tour this year, traveling all across the country. Jamming to Reputation in Glendale, Arizona on opening night. Singing along to Karma in Kansas City, Missouri. And rocking to Antihero in Philly.
I'm aware to a normal person this probably sounds a little insane, a little like, what are you doing, Stephanie? But honestly, Taylor's shows are experiences. You make so many memories there.
Going to 17 shows isn't exactly the cheapest hobby.
So all my tickets were face value.
Okay.
And I knew I never wanted to have to do those resale prices of like thousands of dollars.
So you were able to keep the tickets at face value, which still is a few $100, but you go into all these different cities. I have to imagine you got different outfits for each one, right?
For sure, yeah.
Going to 3 or 4 shows is like, okay, that's a lot of money, but 17, man, like, how do you make that work?
Just like over the years, throughout the pandemic, just made sure I had this like Taylor fund of money in store for when she was gonna go back on tour.
Stephanie says she only spent about $500 on each concert and saved money by staying with friends and family. But a lot of people are spending much more.
Typical concert goers budget about $100 to $500 to attend a concert. Taylor Swift fans are spending upwards of $1,300 to go.
Mara Clownig has researched the economic impact of Swift's tour on cities across the U.S.
They're spending much more than they budgeted, almost double what they're intending to spend. And that's spending on everything from just the actual tickets and merchandise on site, but also travel, airfare to get there, going out and dining and kind of making a whole weekend out of it. With, themed beverage menus at bars and themed menus at restaurants.
Some have dubbed the phenomenon Taylornomics. The basic gist, when Taylor comes to town, Swifties spend.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we've been completely, lines out the door, just people going crazy. It's been wonderful for the business. It's just nice to see everybody just, tables full.
Hotels in the area have been completely sold out for weeks.
It has actually been unprecedented for us.
Last Saturday, we had our highest sales in history in the 34 years we've been open.
What communities are reporting seems like an average economic impact of about $50 million, but it really does vary quite a bit by community. For example, Los Angeles is an outlier. They reported an economic impact of $320 million. So for an average city like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, I would expect that economic impact to be in that $50 million range. And they're also reporting tax impacts of about $3 to $5 million.
And as lucrative as this tour is, Taylor isn't the only pop diva having a summer renaissance. While Taylor was selling out across the US, the hot ticket for the Beyhive? Europe. Superfan and marketing coordinator Raymart Dinglis says last year's Taylor Swift Ticketmaster fiasco spurred him to look abroad.
It was pretty easy. I just had to set up a Ticketmaster account for Germany and then just toggled the language settings to English, and then I was able to get tickets.
Raymart and his partner planned a vacation around Beyonce's concert in Hamburg.
How much did it all cost?
Tickets were about 150 euros each, and then the hotels were like pretty affordable. We were there for 3 nights, so I guess in total we probably spent like $1,000.
You pretty much went to Europe, saw Beyonce, and had a whole trip for about $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Travel influencer Mercedes Ariel evaluated the costs and picked Stockholm.
I did a little bit of playing. I had seen her in Paris already. I went to Barcelona not that long ago. London is always expensive. You know, the pound is stronger than the dollar. When I saw the ticket price to Stockholm was under 15,000 miles each way, I bought my ticket before I even bought my concert ticket.
Beyonce closed out her European leg and hopped across the pond to Philly.
Welcome to the Renaissance.
While Taylor finished more than 50 concerts in the US and will head to Europe next year.
This feels like a kind of a once in a generational moment that we're having right now with Taylor Swift and Beyonce both doing these massive world tours. We don't see these types of tours coming around every day. It's kind of unprecedented in terms of the scale and the volume. I think Taylor Swift has officially surpassed Sir Elton John in terms of ticket sales, and Beyonce is projected to do the same.
But some fans are finding ways to spend practically no money to attend these shows.
I was like, oh my gosh, I am so close. And she was coming right next to us, and it felt like she was singing to me.
19-year-old Sydney Linden Lake was lucky and got to volunteer at one of Swift's epic Glendale, Arizona concerts. It got her the view of her life from the floor.
For me to be able to experience this for free while people were paying thousands, it was just crazy to think about.
The diehard Swiftie and college student says it would be hard to fit the price of a ticket in her budget.
Paying thousands of dollars for tickets, that's like tuition money. That is room and board money. This is gas money.
Sydney found out about the volunteer gig that landed her on crowd control through a text from a friend hours before showtime. She brought her best friend, sister, and her boyfriend with her.
My favorite song of the night was definitely Lavender Haze. The whole time I was standing by the stage doing my job, I was looking over my shoulder at like, oh, what does she look like? What is she wearing? And it was like a kid in a candy shop.
Even though Swift has finished shows in the United States for now, those super fans gotta keep planning.
I already have tickets like in Ticketmaster right now.
To where?
So next summer I'm going to London. I'm seeing her in Wembley. And then she's coming back to the US for some shows next fall. And I'm going to the Indianapolis shows.
And no matter how much these fans spend on shows, the main message is the experience is priceless.
I think Gen Xers and baby boomers probably more spending on durable goods, whereas Gen Z and millennials are reporting that they are much more likely to spend on experiences. They want to go out, have a good time, make those memories.
17 shows in, has it all been worth it?
Definitely, and I do 17 more.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.